The CEO, Lisa Su, says there is an insatiable demand for their AI chips. They expect their data center chip market to grow to $1 trillion by 2030. $1 trillion. Mizuho, Wells Fargo, Evercore, ISI, Melius Research, they're all raising their price targets. Eddie Ghabour sitting next to me. You like AMD?
We do. I mean, this technology cycle is like nothing we've ever seen before. And I think what you're seeing now is companies are afraid to get left behind. So they are investing capital because whoever wins the AI race is going to dominate in their field. So it's a great company, and it gives me a lot more confidence moving forward to next week.
We're talking trillions, aren't we?
Yes.
Trillions going into this sector.
It's an insane cycle. And look, we know all cycles will come to an end. And when it does, you have to be ready to pivot. But we're still a little bit away. So I know what Mr. Burry says, but I think he's very early to that call.
Okay. Check NVIDIA. Going back to that, Eddie. The biggest server maker, Foxconn, reported a better than expected quarterly profit. The stock is up a fraction, $1.48. I bet you like NVIDIA even more now, don't you?
What it does is it gives me more confidence going into earnings next week. Getting this news and AMD's report, the setup looks really good. And you have to have the humility to know you may be wrong sometimes. And if you are, you have to be ready to load back up if it does drop post-earnings. But I think it's going to be a good week next week.
I just want to know when it hits $6 trillion, as it might at some point, you know. And then we got Coreweave, another stock that's always on this program, getting some price target cuts. Wells Fargo cut from 170 to 150, Barclays 140 to 120. But you still like Coreweave, don't you? I can't remember.
No, we do not like Coreweave. That stock's down about 50% in short order, and they showed some delays in some of the data centers, and they would not admit whether it was their fault or someone else's fault. So to me, there could be some financial issues there. So we've stayed away from this name, and it's dropped fast, and that's what happens when you are overvalued like that and you disappoint Wall Street.
Delays in data centers. Well, that's sacrilege. All right, OKLO, that's the nuclear energy guys. They reported a wider than expected loss, but they say they made progress on their first nuclear fuel fabrication facility. The stock is up 3.5%. You like nuclear power stocks? Everybody does.
I think it's an interesting way to play the AI, right? Because we're going to need tremendous amount of electricity and power for this AI demand in the future, and nuclear is going to be the way to go. So when you look at a stock like that, it's had a huge run, but it's also had a sizable drop as well, too.
It's called volatility.
That's exactly right. That's the world we're in right now.
And then we get into LYFT. Some price target hikes in recent days after reported pretty strong earnings. The stock is up 1.5%. You buy LYFT?
We did not buy LYFT, but we probably should have a couple of days ago. They've really expanded in the marketplace, and it's the race to self-driving autos right now. It's a race between them and Uber to see who wins. So good numbers, and Wall Street likes it.
Coinbase, by the way, they just filed with the SEC. They're leaving Delaware, reincorporating in Texas. The CEO says Texas offers more legal protection and efficiency. You're from Maryland, aren't you? Oh, Delaware, rather?
Yes, I am.
Delaware. So what do you think? They're taking your companies and going to Texas?
They are. I think what hurt Delaware was when they ruled against Elon Musk's pay package. And since then, you've seen companies leave and go to more tax-friendly states. So as Delawarean, you don't like to see that, but you understand from a business standpoint why you would go to a state like Texas that's more pro-business and probably pro-crypto.
Yeah. Time for your stock picks. And we start with Apple.
Apple going into next year is our favorite Mag 7 play. As much as I love NVIDIA,
really,
I think Apple, all the stars are aligning for Apple to have a big year. And the only thing I'm upset about is I'm not getting a dip yet to add even more to clients. They were left for dead in August, down 17%. And what we did is we took some winners and rotated into Apple as a contrarian play. And now early indications are huge demand for iPhone sales, and we think the China-US trade deal will be done and look great for 2026. A lot of upside. Lastly, a lot of money managers have underperformed their indexes this year. They love large cap liquid names. They're going to be forced to chase names like this.
Okay, do you think it's going to 300?
Absolutely.
Okay. Amazon, you like that too?
We do. Another contrarian play, and Amazon is a play on AWS, had great earnings, and then the consumer going into 2026. We think the economy is going to accelerate from a growth perspective, and I think people are underestimating that. Their focus has been on government shutdown and other things that are sidetracking where we're heading to 2026. Amazon will be a big winner, and again, another large cap liquid name that we like to own for clients.
Good stuff. All right, let's check that big board because we just keep going up.